Dear students, now we are going to see about sports medicine, physiotherapy and rehabilitation. Now we are going to continue the last lesson. Today we are going to specifically talk about dislocation and subluxation. So dislocation and subluxation is the one type of closed injury. Already we have seen the open injury like abrasion, laceration, puncture wound, avulsion, and incision wound. Everything we have seen already. And closed injury, sprain and strain we have seen. Now we are in the another injury that is called as dislocation and subluxation. In the sports field, dislocation and subluxation we cannot separate from the sports, because in sports we have a different type of movements and different type of situations to get the injury. So as a physical education professionals, we should understand about the basic information about what is the meaning of dislocation, what is the meaning of subluxation, and what are the causes for these injuries, and how can we avoid. Everything we should understand that. So we in our current situation, in the practical situation, we can act accordingly. So what is the meaning of dislocation? Dislocation means it is completely related to our human joints. So what is the meaning of dislocation? Dislocation means we should understand about the joint. So what is the meaning of joint? Joint is called as two or more bone joints together in the one particular part. That point is called as joint. So any two bones or more than two bones joined in a particular place, that particular place is called as joint. It may be a wrist joint, it may be an ankle joint, it may be a elbow joint, it may be a shoulder joint, whatever joint. In human body we have a n number of joints are there. So what is the meaning of dislocation? Dislocation means if any one of the bones separated from the joint, that is called as dislocation. So joint is called as two or more bones joined together, that is called as joint. So one or two bones or more than two bones come out from the articulation of the joint, come out from the formation of joint. Otherwise it get out from the joint, or it is separated from the joint, that is called as dislocation. So how it will function? Because joints, different type of bones joined together in the different forms. So our ligaments are acted as a rope, and it protect the joint for the proper movement. At a time of improper movement, at a time of any accident, a time of unexceptional and unexpected movement, our joints come out from the articulation, come out from the joint, a separation from the joint. So automatically the bone will come outside, will stand alone. That situation is called as dislocation. Dislocation is called as any one of the bones or more bones come out from the joint, separated from the joint, that is called as dislocation. At the same time, any partial dislocated, any one of the bone or more bones come out from the joint, but it not completely come out, it not completely separated from the joint. It is some separation is there. That separation, that partial separation is called as subluxation. So here we should understand about the joint, bones, ligaments, dislocation and subluxation. Joint is called as two or more bone joined in a particular place, connect in a particular place. That place is called as, that point is called as joint. In the particular point, in the joint, any one or more than one bones come out, separated, come out from the joint, separated from the joint, that is called as dislocation. Dislocation is called as completely separated from the joint. Subluxation means a bone come out from the joint, but it not completely separated. It is partially separated. That is called as subluxation. Here I have given picture that image shows. This is called as normal because this is the shape of the bones and it is the connection of the bones. This place is called as joint. This is the cavity. So automatically you can, this is a shoulder joint. So this bone joint here, so it is functioning. That is called as joint. This is called as shoulder joint. Subluxation. Subluxation means this is the actually cavity. A bone should place here, but due to injury, due to some unwanted movements, automatically the humerus bone move up. This is called as subluxation. Dislocation means completely come out from the joint. Actually, a bone should be here, but instead of here, a bone move upward, completely come out from the original point. This is called as dislocation. This is called as subluxation. So dislocation means completely separated from the joint, completely separated from the original position. Subluxation means partially separated from the original position. This is the difference between the dislocation and subluxation. Where it will take place? It will take place in the joints. So dislocation can be very painful and it causes the affected jointed area to be unsteady or immovable. If we will get the dislocation or subluxation, we cannot move the particular joint. Here I have given another image. Kindly you see here, this is a color image. This is a normal anatomy of the shoulder joint. This is the anterior dislocation. In front dislocation, kindly see here. This is dislocation. This is a posterior, backward dislocation. Front dislocation, this is the back dislocation. So they can show strain or tear in surrounding muscles, nerves and tendons. So it may be a strain or it may be some injury in the muscle, nerves and tendons. So these are all the situations are there to get the dislocation. So it will affect muscle also, nerves also, tendon also. When we will get the dislocation, some durations the nerves also cut down. Sometimes tendon come outside from the bone. Sometimes muscles may be get tear. So automatically the injury will be very high. So what is the remedy? As a physical education professionals, we may give a first aid, but if we don't give any type of treatment, any type of medical treatment, immediately we have to take it into hospitals. So this is the dislocation part. Actually, the bone should be placed here, but instead of that, the humerus bone completely come out from the scapula area. This is a shoulder joint, come out and it's go away. This is the right situation for the dislocation. So this is the anterior, this is a normal anatomy. This is the anterior dislocation because actually the part should be placed here, but instead of that, the shoulder joint, the humerus bone come out from front. That is called as anterior dislocation. This is posterior dislocation. Actually, the humerus bone should be joined here. Instead of that position, the humerus bone come out, but it go back side of the scapula. So that is called as posterior dislocation. What are the causes for dislocation? The trauma that forces a joint out of place causes a dislocation, because in some situation, some unexpected situation, some force may be applied at in the particular point, the joint point. So automatically a bone may come out from the original position. So there is a chance for dislocation. Then car accident, falls and contact sports like a football and other compact games. So there is a lot of opportunities for dislocation. And next point, muscle and tendons surrounding the joint are weak. Yes, this is very, very important. Why do we go for weight training? As a physical education professionals, we should understand that. Actually, why do we give a sports specific strength training for our players? They may have a good skills, they may have a good techniques, they may have a good strategies, but if they don't have enough amount of strength, the dislocation may be occur. For example, a basketball player wants to do the shoots. So basket. So time of basket, his particular shoulder muscle may get tired, may be weak. So what we should do? So we have to give a more strength training in the particular shoulder muscles. So automatically the shoulder muscles may get the strengthened. So our ligaments also get strengthened. So automatically it will protect our dislocation. Same way, because in some of the sports we are using only one type of muscle group. For example, tennis players are using the shoulder muscles. Football players, mostly they are using the trunk and their lower extremities. So automatically the particular muscle get weak. So if we will not go for strengthen training, so our muscle will not get strengthened. If muscle strengthen and the ligaments also strengthen, so automatically it will protect our dislocation. So older people easily they are getting the dislocation because of the weaker muscles and balance issue. So weaker muscles may lead for dislocation. So strengthening is the main part to avoid the dislocation. The kabaddi players, mostly the kabaddi players, because in the time of kabaddi, particularly for ride situation, the rider may go for riding, then the catcher easily catch their hands. So automatically in all the offensive players, all the defensive players are struggling with the hands. So the rider may get the injury in the shoulder. Dislocation may occur. So main part is we have to properly concentrate on the weight training exercises. What are the symptoms? Pain. Definitely at a particular point, at a time of dislocation, we have a big pain and swelling. It may have a swelling. Easily we can see, and bruising. The particular part may be in the reddish color. Automatically it will come the reddish color. Swelling will be there. The size of the particular joint will be very big, and pain will be there, and the instability of the joint. We cannot move whatever we want. The instability will come. The particular joint will collapse the regular movement, because here the dislocation is there, because that particular ligaments also ruptured. So automatically instability will come in the particular joint, and loss of ability to move joint. We cannot move the joint whatever we want. And visibly deformed joint. Yes, we can easily, with our vision, we can see, with our eyes, we can easily judge there is a dislocation, because our joint will come out from the articulation. So these are all the symptoms for dislocation. As a physical education professional, we should understand each and every symptoms of all the injuries. Whenever we should identify this is dislocation, this is fracture, this is strain, this is sprain, this is abrasion, this is laceration. So we should, as a physical education professional, we should have this knowledge. So these are all the symptoms for dislocation. And up to this, we have seen about dislocation and subluxation. So we have seen about what is the meaning of dislocation, what is the meaning of subluxation, and what are the causes, and how can we do the, if we get the dislocation, what we should do? We should apply for eyes, and we should use any bandage for immovable. So we should go only for our price: product, rest, eyes, compression, elevation, and referral. So these are the 6 items we have to do we don't do any type of treatment because we are not the orthopedic, we are not the related to ortho specialist. So what we should do, definitely we have to take it to hospitals and we should give a treatment. Our main part is immobilization is our main part, and we should apply the ice for reduce the swelling, and we should try to avoid swelling, pain and immobilization. These are all our main area for first aid treatment. So up to this, we have learned about dislocation and subluxation. We will see other injuries in the forthcoming classes. Thank you very much.